How's everybody doing? Well, first of all, I want to start off by saying thanks to Leo for inviting me here today to speak to you and to have this conversation. I apologize in advance for my English. I don't speak Portuguese, unfortunately. I've been working in Brazil or on and off for about a year, and so I should have made improvements. But unfortunately, my language skills are not very strong. But today, what I want to do is speak to you generally about the trends we're seeing in mobile advertising or mobile web usage in Brazil. I'm going to present a lot of data from our network, from our publisher network, and then also discuss sort of how you should be thinking about mobile, and present a few case studies of successful clients that we've worked with in the market through agencies like Pontomobi and others as well. So first of all, let me just set up the agenda. I'll give a quick intro to Admob. I know a lot of people in this room, just through the course of business and having met you over the past year. But for those who don't know, I'm happy to sort of recap what we do and who I am. And then I'll go into the mobile web usage in Brazil. Again, this relies a lot on our network data, sort of the patterns we're seeing and the traffic that we record in our data logs. Leverage some lessons from abroad. Having worked in other emerging markets like India and Southeast Asia for Admob, I have good visibility into the evolution of the mobile web and mobile advertising in those markets, and so I'm happy to share that insight with you. Then I want to discuss your iPhone strategy. iPhone seems to be all the rage in Brazil right now, and there's good reason why. I'm going to present some data around that, and then discuss how you should be thinking about iPhone. And application marketing in general, because applications are pretty fundamental to your mobile advertising strategy, or should be. And then again a case study, and then we can open it up to some Q&A. So, quick overview on Admob. Admob was founded real quick. I mean, if I'm speaking too quickly, please do let me know, and I will slow down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Só uma coisa, quem quiser ficar um pouco mais confortável com tradução simultânea também, a gente vai começar a passar alguns aparelhinhos, tá bom? Só para ser mais confortável, porque o Shoaib fala um pouco rápido.
I didn't get any of that. Well, anyway. So Admob was founded by Omar Hamoui in January of 2006. He left business school to actually develop the concept. It actually started or was conceived to solve a fundamental problem that he faced. He created a mobile community, a mobile website, and he didn't know how to build an audience for it. He was buying Google online search to promote a mobile website, and this was in early 2006. And he was paying cost per acquisition of $100 and up. CPC-based advertising to take the user from online to mobile. And the conversion rate and the response rate was so poor that he thought, okay, I need to figure out a way to promote my mobile offering to users on mobile. And so what he conceived was the idea of an ad exchange, essentially a network of sites that would trade traffic, right? A very, very simple concept. And what that did, that evolved into a network of websites where not only was he exchanging traffic, but people were coming to him to buy media, to reach a mobile audience. And he thought, okay, I think I'm going to leave this mobile website and this mobile community, and I'm going to focus on the network. And so he created this network, and it scaled from a few hundred websites to what is now thousands of publishers, sites and applications, both Android, iPhone, BlackBerry, Symbian, and really just a massive amount of traffic and inventory across countries. Today, Admob serves over 15 billion ad impressions per month. I mean, the scale is enormous. It's really hard to conceptualize until you get into the data, and we're going to present some of this and see the growth that we're actually seeing. We didn't arrive on 15 billion, in the first day. It's been a long evolution. So that's the traffic and inventory side. On the advertiser side, we have a wealth of experience working with brands internationally in the U.S., Europe, Southeast Asia, India, South Africa, and now in Latin America as well. The advertisers you see here are the who's who. We have particular strength in the finance category, because it is a performance medium. We've seen or our clients report to us that the CPLs, or the cost per leads, or the cost per acquisition that they pay through our channel, through mobile, is far more favorable than the online equivalent. And this applies for auto advertisers, finance, insurance, as well as just traditional brand advertisers. So let me skip ahead now and get into some Brazil data. And let me first of all say that this is all data from our network, from our data logs. Essentially, we record every ad request or ad impression we serve, and what I've done is essentially sum those up. And what you see here is a pretty strong-looking graph, which shows that traffic over time in our network is growing rapidly. 400%, 500% expansion over the past year. I mean, there is some volatility and some sort of cyclical issues that do result in traffic declines, but generally the graph is moving to the right, and this is in line with what you're seeing. More people are using iPhones, more people are using the mobile web in Brazil. But what's even more dramatic, I think, is the iPhone graph. I mean, really, this is essentially the green line is our iPhone traffic by month in Brazil, and our iPhone unique users. So in January 2009, when I first started focusing on Brazil and Latin America as a market, let me move out of the way. We reached about 50,000 uniques on iPhone in Brazil. That's gone to nearly 250,000, and we're serving around 30 million ad impressions per month in Brazil. I would guess or venture to say that there's around 700,000 to 800,000 unique iPhone and iPod Touch users in Brazil. Still a very small audience, but desirable, and it's growing rapidly. And we can get into some of the iPhone specific information in a bit. So the tipping point. How does Brazil turn into an India or into an Indonesia as it relates to developing markets for broader mobile web use? We're seeing great iPhone use, and in this audience, I mean, you probably have lots of iPhones, lots of BlackBerries. Probably 90% of the users are already on the mobile web in this room. But how does the broader Brazilian mobile subscriber base of upwards of 100 million, adopt the mobile web? And the way that this happens is by cheap prepaid mobile web. And aggressive promotion. I want to share one case in particular from India. I arrived in India for about 3 months last summer to help build the business there. And right when I touched down, I started seeing these online and offline banners for Aircel, which is this small upstart carrier. There's a lot of competition in the Indian mobile operator market, or in the telecom market. And Aircel was very, very aggressive in promoting this prepaid mobile web data card, right? I mean, you look at the cost here, 25 cents for 3 days of unlimited GPRS, unlimited mobile web. $2 for 30-day unlimited. Those price points will never be witnessed in Brazil, but I do think there is a long way for Brazil to go in actually reducing the pricing and making it more clear to users.